Jakob Weiss was 16 years old. He lived in a small town in Poland with his parents, his younger sister Hannah, and his grandfather. His father repaired watches. His mother baked bread that filled their home with warmth every morning. Hannah dreamed of becoming a teacher. Life wasn't perfect, but it was peaceful. Jakob loved football. Every evening, he raced his friends through the streets, never imagining that one day those same streets would become empty. Then the war came. New rules appeared almost overnight. Jewish families were forced to wear yellow stars. They could no longer enter many public places. Friends stopped speaking to them, not always because they hated them, but because they were afraid. Jakob watched his world become smaller every week. One cold morning, soldiers arrived. Families were ordered to leave with only a few belongings. Jakob's mother quietly packed photographs, but there wasn't room for all of them. She left most behind. The family was forced into an overcrowded cattle car with dozens of other people. There were no seats, almost no food, very little water. The journey lasted for days. Children cried. Older people grew weaker. Nobody knew where they were going. When the train finally stopped, shouting filled the air. Everyone was ordered out. Families were separated in seconds. Jakob reached for Hannah's hand. He never felt it again. He looked back one last time and saw his mother trying to smile through her tears. That was the last time he ever saw his family. His hair was shaved. His clothes were replaced with a striped prison uniform. His name disappeared. He became prisoner 74128. The days all felt the same. Wake before sunrise. Stand for roll call in freezing weather. Hours of forced labor. A bowl of watery soup. A small piece of bread. Then sleep on crowded wooden bunks. Hunger never left. Some prisoners became so weak they could barely stand. Disease spread quickly through the camp. Every morning, Jakob wondered whether he would survive another day. What surprised Jakob most was that kindness still existed. An older prisoner secretly shared part of his bread. Someone whispered encouraging words when another prisoner lost hope.
Sometimes, people quietly remembered songs from home.
Those small moments reminded Jakob that the Nazis could imprison people, but they could not completely destroy their humanity. Every night he imagined his family. He wondered if Hannah was alive. He repeated their names so he would never forget them. As the war began turning against Nazi Germany, conditions became even worse. Food became scarcer. Prisoners heard distant explosions. Rumors spread that Allied soldiers were getting closer. Some prisoners believed freedom was coming. Others were too exhausted to believe anything at all. Jakob simply focused on surviving one more day. Then one more. Then another. One morning, something felt different. The guards were gone. Hours later, Allied soldiers entered the camp. Many prisoners were too weak to celebrate. Some cried. Some stood silently. Some simply stared, unable to believe the nightmare had finally ended. Jakob walked out of the camp weighing far less than when he had entered. He was free. But freedom could not bring back his parents. Or Hannah. Jakob spent years rebuilding his life. He learned that most of his family had not survived. The pain never truly disappeared. Yet he made a promise. He would tell future generations what had happened, not because he wanted people to remember his suffering, but because he wanted them to prevent it from ever happening again. If you're tired of fake motivation and empty promises, you're in the right place. I don't sell you knowledge, I share what's real and what actually matters. If you want to grow with me, hit subscribe and let's build something better together.